Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Cosmos Atom. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous Atom update, you can check out it in the top right hand corner of the screen. And without further ado, let's get straight into the TA. So taking a look at the daily chart, we still have the same Fibonacci retracement with the swing low printed in March of 2020 and the swing high printed in May of 2021. As you can see, the golden ratio of the 0.618 Fib level is going to be our major support level to hold if Bitcoin sees any major pullbacks down the line. But we're not expecting, obviously, to lose $25,000 if we are to continue this bullish uptrend. So if we drop back down to 20, even below 20,000, we could be seeing Cosmos at $8 or even $7.50. And this support block here between 798 down to 736 is going to be a level that could hold us. So if you want to set up some buy limit orders in advance, that's going to be a very smart thing to do if you have some spare cash. And as you can see right now, we're holding a very important support level as well at $10.57. And hopefully we don't lose this level, but if we do, as you can see, we've held this as resistance. We broke above as support. We broke above the resistance in January, and now we've seen almost 2 back tests of support. So for now, we're holding, and the candles are not closing below this level, which is important. If we start doing that and we start running into this level as resistance and we start hitting our head on it, then we can potentially expect a lower low, and for that we can set up a fib retracement from this local high in March to the local low at the start of the month, and we can have our 1.618 target at $9.78. So after you lose the first fib level here, actually let me just bring that down a little bit lower. So $9.78 from where we are right now, that should be a 12% pullback, which is doable if Bitcoin sees a healthy retracement back down to the 20 EMA, which really we do need to see at this point. So yeah, that's a healthy support level we could retest, and also this aligns up nicely with this little trading range we had at the start of the year, January 3rd to January 7th. Before that major pump we had into February. So that's something to look out for. Below $10 really is a very cheap price, so you can start dollar cost averaging after you drop below that $10 mark. Taking a look at the daily RSI, as you can see, we have bounced off the green support trend line, which is something that we've been targeting on the chart for a while, and I do think we're going to be going below it, because we're very close to it right now, and Bitcoin still hasn't started the retracement, which we're expecting, just a nice little retracement to the 20 EMA. So if that happens, Cosmos could potentially drop back down to this pink trend line, or we could even see a move all the way down to the yellow support trend line here, which we have retested previously in December last year, in March this year at the start of the month, and right now we could be looking at a very similar bottom here in April 2023. So that would be a nice area to catch the price. And overall, that's it for the daily chart. We can switch over to the weekly. And before we continue with the video, guys, I quickly want to give a shout out to everyone who has joined my Patreon. Thank you very much. And if you want to become a part of the Patreon and, get access to a lot of exclusive content, such as podcast episodes for patrons only, my trade alerts, my entire portfolio. I share everything that I buy and everything that I sell. If you want to leave some requests, we can take a look at your projects on Patreon. So there's a lot of cool stuff going on there. I try to do daily updates and daily posts in there. So if you want to try it out for free, you can do that as well. There's a 7-day free trial, so you can do that and let me know what you think. Let's get on with the video. Now taking a look at the weekly chart, we broke above this major diagonal resistance trend line, which was with a very bullish breakout, to be honest with you. The volume indicator did confirm that. We did get nice volume coming in, and what's happening right now is that we're coming back for a support retest, and once we do that, the next move to the upside is probably going to be above these 2 local highs that we had in September last year and February as well. So the only thing is we need to hold this yellow support trend line, the ascending support trend line that we've been holding since March of 2020. So if we start losing that, that's going to be a negative sign because you're going to be losing a major support level. And at that point, you can start rolling over into the lower support block here, which is set up between $6.95 down to $5.60, which is essentially our last resort support block. So if we start losing all of these levels, that's where I think the price should bottom out if we see another capitulation. That's exactly where we bottomed out here, and that's a previous resistance level as well. So we broke above it, we back tested it as support in June of 2022, and off we go from there. So that's a bullish retest, technically doing everything we need to be doing, printing higher highs, or higher lows for now, but we do need to be breaking this high over here, because if we start printing lower highs, we could be simply continuing this downtrend that we started here in April of 2022, which really we don't want to be doing. Now, if we switch over to the weekly RSI, you can see that we're pulling back down as well. So this red support block could be a nice area for entry. As you can see, every single time we were above it, we saw a nice bounce to the upside after we retested it. There was only one capitulation here in April last year. Then we moved back above it, and we've had a couple of bounces from there already. So this could be another one incoming here. So between 44 all the way down to 38.9 on the RSI, that's going to be a great level to accumulate and average into your position. If we take a look at the volume candles on the weekly, as you can see, we're doing quite well right now. Obviously a bit of a pullback for Cosmos, but considering where we were sitting back in June last year, this is an incredible move to the upside in comparison to other altcoins especially. The weekly stochastic has started moving up from the oversold here. So if we see any major pullbacks and you see the stochastic come back down here in a few months, that's going to be a very good buying opportunity, as the last time we were sitting there, that was quite literally our bottom of the bear market for Cosmos. Hopefully, at least we hope so. And on the 3-day chart, if you want a more smaller time frame, you can take a look at these bottoms here below the 20 every single time you are there. That is a good buying opportunity. So take a look at that, draw this out on your charts. That is pretty much everything that I wanted to cover in this video. Long term, we're looking at, if I bring out a fib retracement here, we're looking at $160 by the end of the next bull market at the very least. Obviously, things can change depending on how bullish we get. We could even go higher. Obviously, $329 would be the next target, but as of right now, 160-ish is our major target in the next bull market. From where we are right now, that is a 1,300% move to the upside. We could do 200. If we did 200, for example, that would be a 1,700% move to the upside, which is still doable in my opinion, especially in a peak bull market environment. So that's pretty much it. If I missed out anything important, let me know down below in the comment section. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode.